Yo guys, so last videos, oh I love this gun. I was in chapter 5, obviously, you know, I was pretending that I didn't know where I was, you know, obviously, I don't care, it was cringe. Anyways, this time we're playing a chapter 6, kind of recreation game, and it's literally exactly the map. I'll connect blades. Now to any, I think chapter 4 players, I know there's chapter 4, was it chapter 4? I think it was chapter 4, but I know this didn't come out this season, but they brought it back and it's really cool. So yeah, got some guns. My personal favourite shotgun. Good SMG from that season. I loved it. Didn't realise this wrap turned rainbow. Oh, cool. Didn't it? They had a feature actually, that chapter, where if you zoomed in and then pressed L3, you could like zoom in normally with guns that even had scopes. So you could kind of like not use the scope. Oh yeah, they brought the lock-on pistol back that time. So we're at Whiffy Wharf. I remember this POI actually. I didn't really land here. I don't think really anybody did, but like not much people did. Well, good POI. Oh come on, why am I getting good loot of normal chests and out of rare chests? I'm getting a bloody uncommon hollow twister now. Oh, by the way, there's a place where you can pick up loot from different chapters. That's how I got these mythics and all. But you should try out this game. It was also, like last time I played chapter 5 season 3 playground, and there's also chapter 5 one, so go check all those out. There's a chapter 5 playground. The chapter 5 season 3 one is like less known about, but I think it's made by, I don't think it's made by the same creator that made the chapter 5 and chapter 6, but I think this creator should continue to make these kind of chapter recreations. So next we're going to Flooded Frogs. Man, I remember this like it was yesterday. Like obviously I know the other people, like their favorite chapter was like chapter 2 or whatever your favorite chapter was. And I'm just getting memories because honestly this was like, I just started in chapter 5, you know, like season 3. Oh, the shrines, man, I remember those. I'm wearing a skin from the chapter 6 season 1 battle pass, so obviously keeping in line with this map. Don't think there's any like chapter 2 really like role plays. Well, maybe there is. That'd be nice to try out. Same with like chapter 4 or chapter, you know. I love this gun though. We'll keep this though. Wonder if they have the bosses that were in this chapter. Oh my god, it's an art sprite. I remember when they first released sprite. I don't think they have sprites in this game, but you know the sprites that are, for anyone that's new to the game or didn't play in chapter 6 season 1, these sprites that are out in the game now, like used to be like put stuff that you could hold in your inventory and throw out, and they'd actually have like healing properties and cool stuff that weren't just kind of collectibles. But anyways, there was a myth that there'd be an earth sprite and a fire sprite. There was no fire sprite that season. Obviously now there is, when they brought back sprites, and there's way more. But the only sprites then were air sprites and water sprites, and there was an earth sprite, but it's not really you know. And you could trade items, and they would actually give you back like legendary, I think, guaranteed or something. I think something like that. Eventually they added it so that all the earth sprites were marked on the map, so it became like getting free legendary loot was like nothing at that point. Like it was kind of terrible. This is from chapter 6 season 2. I used to love this, and I don't know what was with these mountains, man. I miss these Japanese season like type stuff. I don't have shockwaves last time because they're not infinite in this game. Compared to the last one. I used to land there actually a lot. Pretty good looting spot. Oh shit. I keep trying to free fall and remember that is only like a recently new thing in chapter 7. What is with this? Like I do not remember that. Is that bloody candy canes? Like what? no gingerbread man were harmed in the making of this video. Trust me. I still love this POI as well. Flooded Frogs. Great POI. Can't tell you how much I landed here, because it was absolutely none. Oh, why don't they have Kappa Factory in this, man? I don't know if that is even available to create though. Hope they add it to this, because chapter 6, they had a Godzilla update, I think, and that was around January in 2025. And they added Godzilla, all that super stuff, and that was, believe it or not, and they allowed instruments to be used as pickaxes and backblings as well. And they added it. Oh, the sprint is greatly boosted, it doesn't really run out. Anyways. Yeah, let's go to Magic Mosses. But yeah, I was like, wow, this is crazy, bro. Okay, I need to get the movement. Oh, come on. This item's from Chapter 6 Season 3. Now, Chapter 6 Season 3, for some people that probably didn't play that chapter, or didn't play those seasons, if you don't know, if you never heard, Chapter 6 Season, like, 3, I believe, yeah, Chapter 6 Season 3 was, Chapter 6 Season 3 was the 3rd season, that chapter. They had, after Chapter 6 Season 2, they had a season called Chapter 6 MS1. Now this didn't stand for, like it just, what it standard for and what it meant was mini season 1. So any skins that were from that from that season would say, you know, Chapter 6 MS1, and it was a bit stupid, not gonna lie. They could have just named it Chapter 6 Season 3. But they named it MS1 because it was a mini season that lasted a bit over a month. Star Wars themed season. But then after that, they had the real 3rd season. It was actually just a 4th season. Why do reboot van? Oh sure, I forgot they changed reboot vans. How they look in Chapter 7. Forgot about this. This is the. I remember these reboot vans, but honestly, it's hard to considering completely changed. Pumped power, man. Remember when they changed that, and like after a while when they changed it, it wasn't like it wasn't a POI anymore. Shit, I didn't mean to. I think it was this way. Nope. Oh, come on. Okay, we're actually at pumped power. I just miss all these locations, man. Weren't the best selection of locations, and I mean the map was like a bomb site. And Chapter 6 Season 4 came, really the whole chapter after Chapter 6 Season 2 started, it started becoming a bomb site. And Chapter 6 mini season was kind of terrible, considering all of the POIs they had. Mini season, all the POIs they added were like at the edge of the map. They added 4 new POIs. There was one here, one here, one here, one here. Yeah. Wait, I think if I remember, the bird was here this season. That was my main drop spot. It's actually a great drop spot, not gonna lie. But that's where I was landed until Chapter 6 Season 2. Literally the first season after the chapter started. They removed it because they added all the new POIs that season, that season over here, and it kind of reached into here, no reason for them to really remove bird, but they just added a bunch of hills where it was, and it's kind of, and it was like a Diltical coin factory in there. And then, guys, there was why does every chapter have like a, thanks man, yeah, every chapter does have a book now, I'm messing. But every chapter has like a football field, like, well, currently, like, chapter 7 has one. I don't think chapter 5 did, obviously, like, but recently, I don't know what's with the football. Chapter 6 is football field, and then chapter 7 has one, which obviously gives you the strikers right if you score. But I don't know why, like, I wish they could just make it like a pitch, like a proper football field, instead of just being blue. Like, just make it, just put grass, man. Make it field, football field, pitch, like, it's literally just taking, like, whatever. Anyways, next we're at Demon's Dojo. If I remember, the Star Wars place took over, like, what was it, Kappa Factory, I think, or Hopeful Heights, can't remember. Oh, fire only mask, by the way, guys. This is pretty different. It's kind of terrible. Don't know what I used it. It kind of locks. I would lock onto the players, but it was honestly terrible. And if you were like a centimeter off, it wouldn't lock on properly. And sometimes it exploded in the air, so it wouldn't keep going. Oh, I remember these, and these would give like a sprite, I think. No, sorry. It actually has the sprite elements on it. But they had these things called, like, oh, they have the earth thing. They had these things called, what was it? Was there boons or something? But whatever they were kind of like augments, power-up things that you could pick up, like medallions. Or not really, like they would give you small power-ups, not noticeable. Really, you just pick them up, kind of don't even do anything helpful. There's a couple good ones, like they'd instantly reload your stuff, give you ammo back, but really, apart from that, they were all shit. But abilities, terrible. Really, like, they were not great. Next, we're gonna go to, since the POI gap here is a bit big, we're gonna just have a jump to brutal boxcars. We're gonna kind of go like across here, down, across here, kind of like that. Yeah, so let's go to brutal boxcars, Lost Lake, and Twinkle Terrace. I'll also go to Night Shift Forest, since that is kind of only thing that's column. We'll go to Night Shift Forest. I'd say Bird, Warriors Watch, Foxy Floodgate, Seaport City, and Night Shift Forest, because obviously that column is kind of empty. Row, sorry. Oh, where am I going? I remember the first time I ever got the Oni mask was here, I remember. The first time I used it. I remember that time I saw like a portal, like a random portal that was like purple around this area actually. I didn't know what it was, and like I was playing with my friends, none of us knew. I think it was the first day of the chapter, none of us knew how to use the Oni mask or what it did, really. But the problem was, we saw this like purple portal, we tried to enter it and it wouldn't do anything, and eventually it despawned. That's because you can like, somebody had placed the portal, saw us coming, and left it there, and they obviously wouldn't have teleported back knowing we were there, because they were on their own, their team was dead. Also, I'm just gonna go through that gun there, I just found. But yeah, I remember, and then just disappeared randomly. It was because, he didn't want to teleport back, he ran away. I used to kind of use this gun, not really though. It would speed up, but I think the damage, it wasn't great, honestly. Because if you can't consistently spray at somebody when they're just gonna be spam building, Not gonna, unless they're like a bot, you'll have consistent time to charge up it. Most people would like charge up the speed at a wall and then like get the perfect moment for like somebody to edit on them and just spray. But if they kept spraying and kept holding the speed, then the opponent didn't edit and waited for you to kind of reload, then they were done for. They actually they They had a Christmas update in this playground game recently, and they removed all the snow from it. Actually, recently, I think I saw it on the update log thing. They removed it. What the fuck? They removed it. I guess they didn't remove some of the lines. Although I don't think Fortnite is, in fairness, so like either. And it's Chapter 5 playground game, and I think the Chapter 5 playground one does have a train, but does this game have a working train? I think it's made by the same owner, so why can't they just bloody make a train? Like, God, it's too hard to ask for. Pretty sure it didn't have like the train marked on the map or something anyways, so probably don't have it. Let's go to, and anyways, the like train would cross here all the time. It's amazing. Oh yes, perfect. Let's get in my Lambo. I used to use a Krabby Patty car. Actually, this is the worst place to fight people, bro. There was like a big opening there. Oh, by the way, this boost on this SUV, I didn't mean to equip, but it's literally the same boost I used this exact season. Funny that. Well, I think I've been using the same boost for chapters now, considering I never changed my SUV stuff really. Oh, I remember this over here. I remember when that gas station. I remember that. I remember when Fortnite, like the K-pop Demon Hunters came to chapter at the end of it and got rid of all the bugs, and you know, it was good, and the whole Fortnite community was happy, and it came back to like a peaceful island and everything. All the bad stuff was gone, and until obviously the Halloween update, but it still was kind of peaceful. Why does this sound like bloody brick? Is this wood? Like, isn't this wood? I got medium ammo out just to, bro. They need to fix that. What's that about? Okay, anyways, that gas station over there, by the way, guys, in that K-pop Demon Hunters update. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. In that K-pop Demon Hunter update, they changed that gas station. And I remember it was like all broken, the gas station was broken, and then they had this like mountain behind the gas station, kind of lower down where it wouldn't usually be. And in that mountain they had like another extension that leaded out from that road to that other extension, and they would just have a gas station just there, like a second replacement one, and it was literally like straight out of the back rooms, man. It's just completely duplicated just there. I absolutely hated the shrine. Like, come on, man. I used to hate this shrine. So annoying. Well, there's not much like guns. Guns I haven't shown yet, and stuff I haven't shown yet, because that season had like not really much new guns compared to how much content they're releasing now. Although most of the content they're releasing now feels similar because it's hard to come out with new ideas. These are the sprites, by the way. No, they're not. I'm messing. They're actually like today, but a bit different. Anyways, that's not the point. Yeah, the sprite souls of like the sprites that, because they had like 3 uses of their abilities. I think sprites did. And like they would like disappear and turn to sprite ghosts, like those floating little tiny ones, and they turn tiny. Let's go Twinkle Terrace. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder how fat you are. Up above the cloud so high, looking like a jelly pie. Twinkle, twinkle, little chart, how I wonder how you are. But what's with me getting uncommon weapons from these? First one I opened off camera, didn't have an uncommon weapon. Hey, there we go. By the way, I don't think I showed this, but this is an absolute terrible gun. Ugh. There are 3 shotguns that I've released season, 3 new shotguns, and 2 of them were terrible. Okay, the third one, or sorry, was it the twin fire? I think the twin fire. It started to grow on me later on the chapter. It started to get better, but yeah. Did they not have the fury Do they have the Fury assault rifle in this game? If they don't, that's a big mistake. Although, I just don't think they'll show that. It's kind of like the, well, a bit similar, not exactly like the Warforged from, what was it? Kind of look like Warforged Chapter 5 Season 2. I used to love this place. There was a secret like vault you could go to, and the only way to I think get a key card was there was this NPC that had 3 spawn locations on this POI. I think here, here, and here, and those 3 spawn locations. I believe, yeah, it was the like bush. I can't remember. It was some NPC, and you had to bring a sprite to the NPC, and if you brought one to it, it would give you a key card that would unlock you a vault, and that vault was like super OP, especially for like boons and other stuff. Really, really good. Not gonna lie. Actually, it's some mythics, I think. I need to find. Here it is. I wonder if there's any way to get the key card in this game. Well, there's no sprites, so don't know though. They should probably have that. Obviously, can't always do everything considering how Fortnite kind of limits on certain stuff, but still, hope they add that if they get the opportunity, you know. We have. Let's go to Bird. Men the right way. Sorry, I was just doing something. Yes. Got the Bird POI. I used to love this. Good slurp truck. So much like chest spawns. Look at this. I used to absolutely love this place. I land here all the freaking time. Because they had so much lucky like chest spawns. First time I've seen a motorbike in this entire thing. Considering motorbikes were literally like really popular this chapter. Obviously they came out for that. There's like fake people online making theories about they're gonna add KFC to Fortnite because the birds, chicken and stuff, and they just photoshopped it to say KFC on it. Literally, look at the chest spawns. Obviously the loot is way better than this because obviously this is a great map. The loot spawns are different, but it was slurp barrels, slurp truck. Great heals. This is glitched in this game, but obviously everything works. But no hate to the developer, it's just obviously buggy things to make. All of these chest spawns are mostly the same as they are. Although when you're in creative, when you're making like obviously in Fortnite, when you're making chest spawns, like when they have chest spawns, they're not guaranteed to spawn. That's why there was like 2 chests. There would be like 2 or usually 1 chest in this room, whereas in creative maps you can't really make it a random generated like chance to spawn, meaning that like all of the chests that they were placed down in the exact same spots that they would potentially spawn in, all of those chests would just be guaranteed to spawn in because it's UEFN kind of, you know, wouldn't have a random generator. Meaning that's why literally he placed down all the possible spawn locations, but I'm pretty sure since it's UEFN, it's just guaranteed to spawn like unless he makes it just works on all of them to give them coding that would random generate them, and obviously nobody has the time to do that. Great POI though. I used to actually hide in here. Rarely though. I would sometimes just hide in here. Like if I was getting shot, I would run over here, hide in here, and it was a great hiding spot. Not gonna lie, although too good that a lot of times when I go to hide in there, turns out there was some other bush camper with like a bush skin on, just like camping there and pumped me to the head. Like when I was walking into one of the bathroom stalls, I'd look and there'd just be a freaking big massive bush skin just standing there. Also, this was the last time they had like, what was it, stormcast towers where you could see the storm circle. Is that what I think it is? They do have them after all. Oh, come on. We're in the moment. They do have them after all, I guess. Ah, shit. Who needs this shit anyways? Oh, I miss OG sprites, bro. When you place them down, they'd walk around, give you heals instead of nowadays where you have to go into bloody, where the water sprite would make it so that you have to go into water and it would heal you and your teammate, and very slowly, like as if you're just in a slurp pool. It's terrible. Now, what do I say? Oh, I want to find the air sprite. It's like, I don't know why, but I think the spawn rates in this game are glitched. But oh, Warriors Wash, I used to kind of like that place until, what was it? I think it got like, I can't remember what it got changed to now, but oh, it was actually a lot of place for like people to fight. I remember there was like tons of people fighting and like hiding in this place. Like would, I swore it went fire and oh. But yeah, like people, I think there's a bridge near this that would like lead. Thanks for the ammo again. Am I gonna fall off the bridge now? What? What? I swore, maybe I'm imagining stuff, but like, I swore that's the bridge. Oh yeah, that's the bridge. I remember now. It wasn't exactly beside it. It was like to the right of it. It wasn't exactly on it, but there was like people, cyber trucks just like running everywhere, like filled with people. One place here. I'm back when freaking sprites would always be sprinting down, and if you were in a tournament trying to chase down a bloody sprite so you could get more uses out of it, well, yeah, you're cooked. Honestly, drag you into the fights. Anyways, we're going to Foxy Floodgate. Hey, I didn't flood, just to let you know. Didn't really flood that much. Obviously, the gate stopped flooding. But no, but seriously, PY is good. Always looked like it was gonna flood, but it was always the same level. Water. I remember there's so much funny videos, moments made here. Yeah, not cannonball. Because obviously, if you were to, I remember in this chapter where, yeah, in this chapter you could like, if you jumped off and hit off of this slide bit, you would just die to fall damage. Obviously, if you hit it on the way, then kind of slide down, you'd be fine. But if you just hit off of it, you know, you're cooked. After, like, if you finally hit it when you hit the bottom, then you'd be cooked. They also made a little hint, this I think an old YouTube video or something, back, there was a basketball that spawned there, and you'd have to kick it into the net here. Like the bot, I can't remember if the bot was always there, but by the way, there is a secret place right here, I think. I remember. Oh yeah, here it is. There's also a door here. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember that ribbon now. It's for like Valentine's? I don't know, I'm confused. Although Valentine's was, no, it was chapter 16 too in Valentine's, I don't know, but anyways, that's conspiracy, I don't know, but anyways. There's also a secret place in this, well, not really secret, but it was up here, and they had like slurp barrels in here, in like a shape of a something, I can't remember, it was in shape of something, don't know, so that's it. And then up here we have like a bot being squished, I remember this, funny moments made of it. Up here is just like an exit. It was great though, because not much people kind of knew about that entrance or exit. Not much people came into it either. It's kind of out of the way of other stuff. But Next, we're gonna go to Seaport City. Probably should have been marking locations this whole time. I used to love that you could just like continue your business and like I think change weapons and stuff and like fight people, and then you know like the good thing is when people would go into fights, they would just like they'd be like building. It was pretty OP for the person that obviously had the void only mask, and you could just like fight obviously, and if you got low you could just do this. If you had heals and got low or like a spite, you could just do this, get pumped, and then you could just go and teleport. You just gotta place this first. Sometimes it would despawn and it would fail on you, but obviously that's why you just can't take too long. You gotta hurry up. Yeah, they would just use their spite to heal up. Some people will carry multiple, although no, I don't think you were allowed to carry multiple. I think you could only carry one at once. I'm not sure. Ah, Seaport City. One of my favorite locations. Not gonna lie. Masked Meadows. It's crazy. The POI that changed the most in this chapter is Masked Meadows. Like literally nearly every season it got changed like a bit and a bit. Well, not, I mean like name change. I think. Yeah. It changed. I think. Had 3 different names across the chapter. I think actually. No, I think 4. Yeah, but anyways, Seaport City, used to love this place, especially when it had the vaults and bank robberies. It's pretty chaotic. It wasn't the best place to obviously survive, but especially with this. Oh shit, there's fall damage in this game. If I jumped off that Foxy Floodgate thing, then I would have been cooked. Let's go Shining Span. It's not really a POI, it's just really a bridge, but great place for like end game fights. You know, you can kind of hide there. Not really, but there's an underground part to it that's secretly there, and so people would always hide there in like the end game. Not always, obviously, but like pretty common. What? What the frig? I must have glitched myself by driving under there with my car. Anyways, I must have hit like some glitch party. Anyways, I'm gonna show you the underground camping spot. Not legitimately camping, for campers to go to. There's also, I think, a Mortal... Right there was like a Mortal Kombat scorpion spot. Like, there was a bridge there. Was it Scorpion? What's it called? Scorpion? Anyways, there was like a bridge with a bunch of spikes at the bottom there. And there was a bridge that would connect by where the zipline was. And there was the boss. I remember it was chaotic when it released. Like, everyone was dropping there. Although he wasn't guaranteed dropping it. So, like, there was also a place in I think Magic Mosses. Yeah, and they had like trees with like faces on them, and they would like look at you. Some of them would look at you, some of them were like dead. It was like creepy as freak, bro. But I'm cursed. Yeah. Oh, that was easy. I'm already healed. Cheers, mate. But getting useless loot considering I have mythics. Wish they had the only bosses in this, or Shogun X. Didn't they, after Shogun X was defeated, they had like a Shogun Y or Z or something? I think Shogun Y. I think it was Shogun X that got defeated. Anyways, we're gonna go down to Hopeful. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I remember this now. Nicky 30 crashed out some roleplays here. I remember this now. Aha. Makes sense. Did I hit the car? Oops. Next we're going to Hopeful Heights. have a lot of hopeful heights. Come on, why is my mark have to be white, man? Sorry. Okay, sorry lads. Yeah, so here this is, get me out here, full heights. I can't wait to see like the future of chapter 7, considering, I mean, chapter 7 remix is going to be hard to make, considering there is literally 2 different maps. Obviously a starting ship map. I'd say like the current map, being like chapter 7 season 3 version of the map, will, because you know the way it started the chapter is obviously season 1, and that's when the map is just new. Well, since we had 2, obviously chapters of mini seasons, different maps, Simpsons, you know, that is OG maps. But what I mean by this is 2 like main maps of the chapter, and most main maps come out season 1. But since there is 2 this chapter, I feel like the one that's going to be made the most is the chapter 7 season 3 variant. Reason being, why wouldn't I pick the start of the chapter for that? Because obviously chapter 7 season 3 is when we got to see the better and reformed map in its first stages. But yeah, just good, you know. Floating tentacles. Oh, hell no! Alright, next we're gonna go to Masked Meadows. Why won't this just work, man? Masked Meadows has changed. You don't want to know how much times. And when the Kraken event was a myth, well, now, then they eventually made it a real thing. And it happened at Masked Meadows. And then it got changed 1,500 times, and you know, honestly, I feel like everyone's forgotten though. No. What does it mean, X 2 billion? What? Remember I think there was a glitch where you could like trade big pots in for just mythic items. People were trading their shotguns and getting like mythic ARs, and they were like, oh, I already have an AR. And I was like, what do you expect, you know? It gives you a random legendary, I think. What's with the gingerbreads, man? Ha, gingerbreads, man. Ha ha ha. Not funny at all, Peter. Anyways, there was also another 3rd Scorpion location. I'll show you that in a second. Don't know if it was like actually a place that you can go to before Scorpion is before, you know, like I don't know if it was actually a location before Scorpion was there, so I don't think we can get to it yet. Oh, this was a bird location. I forgot because these turned into banks in chapter 6 season 2, and they were banks for the, oh, air sprite. Come here, bro. I'm not escaping. I don't really need guns, so. Oh, wind sprites were so cute. Look at their, like, water sprites. Look at their image on the thing. Look, they look weird. Like, skinny kind of at the bottom. Anyways, these guys look cute. Let's show them. And I remember they give you a redeploy. They had a floating island this chapter as well as chapter 5, and it was great to kind of get up there. Although you could just go under it and it would like float you up. This is how you would get to the underground location. If I'm not mistaken. I don't think I am. Although it's probably blocked off since I think this, no. Oh, these are old porta potties, I guess. Oh man. Old porta potties, aren't they like new nowadays? Oh, lovely. Can't come back there. But I don't think they had it yet. Now let's just go to last place. Last two places. Canyon Crossing and Shogun's Altitude. I keep saying they're one of my favourite POIs, but in reality they just all were, to be honest. Go to chapter. Say about chapter 5, just go with it. Honestly, the real thing is people compare chapters. But what we should really be doing is accepting that Fortnite is a goated game itself. But you know, it's not about which chapter is better than the other. It's just about Fortnite being the best game in history. Oh shit, I forgot to pick up my Sprite. Nah, a lot of people disagree with me on that, but you know. I mean, it's my job. I grind it 24/7. And now recorded 0. 24/7. I did not make that made no sense. Doesn't matter. It's the POI, not much to it. It was absolutely a nightmare to fall. Like, literally. A living nightmare. If you were like trying to get on these and you like missed it because of how like floppy the mechanics were, then like, oh, you'd be down there. There is a zip line, but like if our whole team fell in there, we'd be waiting like ages. The last player to zip line would be waiting like ages to just zip line. End games by Shogun's Altitude were nightmares for people that were on low ground. Because if you're over there, no way to get up here. You'd have to just like get around here, walk up the steps. Suck it up. That was launch pads, I remember this. I can't believe how there's no free falling, yeah. Keep trying to free fall. It seems crazy to me now how there was no free falling in Fortnite before. But I don't know why it seems crazy to me. There was no free falling. Even though, like, they added free falling, like, what was it? Literally the last update of, like, the Overwatch X Fortnite collab, which was the last update. Chapter 7, Season 2. If nobody knows. Overwatch collab with Fortnite. I remember there was this guy on YouTube that legitimately, no joke, like years and years ago, posted a video about like a potential Fortnite collab, like years and years ago. Obviously now they recently, like 2 months ago, they added the collab. But the real thing, the real question is, how did he predict this? And he literally made a cover image, but literally made like identical version of the cover image of the current, the recent Overwatch collab, but except it was like made out of actual images of Overwatch, the Overwatch characters in their game. Now, obviously reasons for this could be that I think in the description, their profile description, it even says I predicted Overwatch X Fortnite early, but obviously you can just change, I think, cover images of videos. You can't just update your video and make it Overwatch X Fortnite, but you can update the cover image, so I think that's what they updated. But crazy prediction. Now I'm just gonna end the video. Thanks for watching, and right now I'm just gonna run back and get my my mythic SMG that I, you know, dropped all the way over. Well, it wasn't too far, it was literally like over here. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Check out Chapter 6 Playground. Here, Battle Lab, great place. Revisit, yeah, all iconic places. This is obviously not advertised, just a goated game. So try it out for yourselves. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoyed. See you.